Hello. This morning, I'm riding grumpy. When you're riding grumpy, you think about all of the little peeves, all of the little things about cycling that just makes you So why am I grumpy? Well, it's the weather. I haven't been able to ride for a good few days because it's just so hot. Oh, it's just so hot, poor Yakko. Yeah, well you try it. Bloody 30 degrees at night, can't sleep, haven't slept in bloody days. There is another reason why I'm a little bit peeved this morning. Chafage. I've got a bit of chafing down there. I haven't had chafing in 12 years. It only happened once then. It's just been so hot, I'm doing everything right. I'm putting on my chamois cream. My utterly reliable chamois cream has never let me down, it's just let me down. It has been really hot. I've been changing my kit every single ride. But it's just that hot. I chafed. And it's wince inducing. So it's another reason why we're not going on a nice long adventure this week. I'm hoping it'll be better for next week. So I should warn you, this is going to get petty. It's going to get really petty. I don't care. It doesn't necessarily reflect my true feelings either, but come on, it's back in character. Here's the first one. Red lights. What do you do at red lights? You bloody stop. There's no special dispensation for cyclists. Red light means stop. End of. You've got some choices though. You can track stand. If you're good enough, if you're clever enough. I'm not. If you're so desperate to get on, get off, push it across the bloody pedestrian crossing, get back on again, ride. And option 3 is just to stop and look cool on your bike. You've got an opportunity to look incredibly cool on your bike. Do it. I've led with one of the bigger ones there, but believe me, it's going to get really, really petty. Here we go, here's the next one. Sock length. Socks. You're a cyclist, you pull your socks up. Again, end of. It's not up for discussion. You don't wear little gym socks that just about cover your ankles. You do not wear those ones that are almost invisible and all you can see is a tiny little cuff sticking out of your shoe. Don't wear them. You're a cyclist. Definitely need to get on with these. I'm cheering myself up on my bike. It's almost impossible not to ride happy. Come on, I've got to get back into character. Have you ever seen Jonathan Pye? He's a political commentator in the UK. He's a comedian and political commentator in the UK. He does grumpy so well.
Nadine Dorris, a woman so stupid she thinks Channel 4 is a brand of perfume. 8 Home Secretaries, including grinning exorcist doll Priti Patel, Sajid Javid, James Hilarious rape jokes cleverly, and far-right pin-up Suella Braverman. Twice! A woman who says multiculturalism has failed, even though her, Patel, Javid cleverly, Sunak, Kwarteng, Zahawi, Badenoch are proof that even if you do have brown skin, you too can become a vicious, festering, regressive, lying, greedy, nasty, eye-wateringly wealthy, but morally bankrupt
Oh, perfect. The next one is obvious too. Noise. What do you mean by noise? Any noise. Your drivetrain. Silence. Has to be silent. You don't want any knocking at all from your bike. Your bike must be silent when you ride it. It's a machine, it's efficient, it's beautiful, it's got to be quiet. And on the same note, free hubs. Some of those Campag shrieking free hubs. Some people love them, I don't, because your bike's got to be quiet. Let's have a little listen to my free hub, shall we? Here we go. That's maximum, nothing more than that. Next one. Never ever mention marginal gains unless you weigh less than 80 kilos max. Now that is the only marginal gain any of us should be looking for. And this covers so much. It's the endless trying to shave 30 grams off your pedals, or, I mean, come on. Hey man, I noticed you're not running valve caps. That's terrible. Terrible accent. Why did I start doing an American accent? I have to carry on now. Well, yeah, I've worked out I can save 3 grams per cap if I do that. Well, hell, man, I could put on 3 grams looking at a donut. I can only apologise for that one. That was terrible. Absolutely terrible. I should have channeled John Wayne or someone like that. Or, Sean Connery. Oh, yes. It's another marginal gain one. And I'm sorry, Terry, but it's running narrower tyres on your front than the rear, so you can make an aero saving. Oh, come on. Come on. Just roll your shoulders in a little bit more. Put some sticky tape over the vents in your helmet. Almost anything will get you more than that. However, I'm running 28 on the front, 32 at the rear at the moment. It's because I'm waiting for a new tyre. 2 new tyres. Because I've been puncturing so much lately. And there are some other obvious ones. It's not greeting your fellow cyclist. Always. Doesn't matter what it is, you can be sitting there and just, you know, if you're grumpy like I am, it's enough, it's enough. You don't have to be there, hey! How you doing? I haven't seen you in weeks. You don't have to do that. It's enough. But something. Also, I don't care if you're on a road bike, a mountain bike, you're an old codger on a, you know, an urban step through. You still get away from me. I found this little exchange on an online forum. Have a look. I'm sorry, but it tickled me. Am I too late to get those mountain bikers in shot? They didn't wave. Actually, the second one reluctantly did. It's because by then I could see that the front one was ignoring me. And so I yelled, "Adeu!" Which though it means goodbye, it also means hello in Catalan. It's sort of hello, goodbye. I'm not going to be stopping to chat with you, therefore we might as well get straight to the goodbye. Completely polite and the appropriate thing to say. Got a feeling this one might be a bit more controversial. Waxing chains. Why bother? Why bother? Oh, it's the efficiency of your drivetrain. Yeah, and then you ride to a pub for lunch. Oh, I just have this pie with my pint. Or even, no, I really need 16 gels to do a 20-kilometre ride. You don't need it. How waxing chains, it's a nice thing to do. I suppose it's more important, maybe in England, because it's raining so much, you spend so much time off the bike, it gives you something to do. I went as far as a dry lube, and it was rubbish. So I now, if I do anything at all, which is rare, give it a quick wipe down with some WD-40, and then a bit of 3-in-1. Perfect. Chains last, I don't know, 8,000 kilometres before I need to change them, and I do check with a proper gauge. I think it's all nonsense. And how much is that wax anyway? You could go and buy yourself a nice pub lunch with the money saved. Besides, I actually like getting an oily tattoo of my chainring on my calf. It's like a badge of honour. I'm as guilty of this one as anyone. Far up ahead, just round a corner, you see another cyclist. And instantly it's like, right, I'm having it. And you make it your morning's work if it takes that long to chase that so-and-so down. And then you realise when you're closer that he is an old codger on an urban step through with carrier bags hanging from his handlebars. Doesn't matter. You take him, you blast him away. So, mirrors on your helmets. Now there's 2 things about this. One, I think it's only Americans who do it. I'm sure it's really effective. Really quite a good idea. You move your head, you can see what's behind you. But you look ridiculous. And the other thing about that is that I'm in a bit of a glass house about this one because, as you know, I use a bar end mirror, which everyone else will be thinking, that looks ridiculous. But it's so good. It's so good. The next one's actually illegal here in Spain, and that's wearing earbuds when you ride, listening to music or podcasts or whatever. It's just plain illegal. Sorry. It's a stop. It's a stop sign. I just rode straight over it. Can't even stick to my own rules. Where were we? Earbuds, they're illegal. Don't wear them. I mean, why do you need to wear them anyway when you've got a random earworm generator in your head? Now, that's all well and good, but when it decides to play, I should be so lucky for 3 hours straight. Not so good. The other ones I get are Ukrainian Eurovision winners, or ones that come second even. Curse. Road cleats, and by road cleats I mean SPD, SLs, or anything where the cleat itself sticks out the bottom of your shoe. Why? I've got SPD shoes. I can walk around in them. They've got a carbon sole. They spread my weight over the entirety of the sole. So what's the biggie? I can walk around in them. And they're metal, they don't wear out. Or very, very, very rarely. I can't even imagine them beginning to wear out. Whereas instead you wear plastic cleats that make it incredibly treacherous to walk about. Why? Is it a weight saving? Anyway, they wear less than my old road bike shoes. Do you know, I'm really cheering myself up, having a little rage, cycling next to the Ebro. Really struggling to stay grumpy. I haven't been grumpy for about 40 minutes, I should think now. There's loads of others. Not being able to change your own puncture. Not bringing your own tools to change your own puncture. And then we haven't even begun to talk about other road users. We're not going to. I'm actually now in a really nice frame of mind. We're not going to talk about cars that dive in just in front of a bit of road furniture and almost knocking you off, or just close passing generally. What's the point? Road ragers, people who wind down their windows and shout at you because you're using the road as well. I'm not going to do any of that. Doesn't happen here very much. It is a cycling paradise, quite frankly. In fact, you get incredible respect from other road users, and lorry drivers in particular. I've noticed they will cross the centre line all the way on a winding road just to make sure that they're not putting you under a stress. Incredible. Anyway, what about you? Have you got any gripes? Anything, even about yourself? Another one, I can't unclip with my left foot. I have to unclip with my right foot. That makes me cross about myself. If I ever needed to put my left foot down, I'd just go over. Can't do it. Are there gripes? Are there cycling traits that you can't stand? Perhaps it's people who put their sunglasses in their helmet instead of just hooking them in the top of their jersey, and they don't need to wear them. I don't know what it is. Let me know in the comments, and I'll disagree with you probably. I can hear a kingfisher over there somewhere. I've definitely ridden myself happy. And that's going to be a little hello to vintage sprockets there. Hope you're riding happy too. And on that happy note, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.